Hello and welcome to Expert Talk. Today we're gonna continue the conversation with David Richardson on how to create connection online. And David is gonna give you several tips on how to let your personality shine and come across despite the cyberspace that separates you with your students. So enjoy this presentation.
Well, a piece of advice that I got when I made the transition from teaching children to teaching adults was that with adults, they will generally respect you if they like you. Right? Now, it doesn't mean to say that you've got to do a kind of a personality sort of personality contest every time you go in, but the follow-up piece of the advice was, so therefore, at the beginning, don't have your nose in a book or in a bunch of papers. Because even online, even face-to-face, I've seen so many people come into a lesson, into a classroom where there's loads of people there, and they just open their notes and they say, right, this is a course about such and such and such and such, and it's going to be, okay, now here we go into lesson one. And of course, they haven't come across as a real person. I think this is probably more difficult for university teachers than it is for people who are used to teaching children in school, because university teachers quite often haven't really had very much training to be teachers. And if you take an ordinary member of the general public and stick them in front of 30, 40, 100 people, they usually get extremely stressed about just talking at all. And when you become stressed, you close in on yourself so that you start talking faster and faster and faster and faster, and you start, going for a prop like a set of notes, and you bury your nose in it. So if you can basically train yourself not to do that, have something to say in the first 10 or 15 minutes, which is just you. Not a bunch of fancy PowerPoints, not a load of notes, but just you looking at the camera and talking. Another little very technical tip is that at the moment, for example, I've put my Skype window directly under the camera. And that's another thing that people often get wrong with, things like Connect, because they put the window over there and all of a sudden they find themselves looking this way, which looks pretty weird, you see. And it's funny how you forget to do it. I mean, I've got a big notice on top of my computer saying, have you put the window under the camera? Because I always forget when I do it. Because then you end up talking to the camera rather than talking to the document down here. Right? Little tips like that. I mean, basically, watch the way that newsreaders do it on TV, because they face an exactly similar situation all the time. And look at the ones who are really successful. I mean, I don't know the American ones so well, but the ones who are really successful are relaxed. They make a lot of eye contact with the camera, and they don't just talk at the same level all the time without their voices going up and down, and they don't just convey factual information. And all of those things together, I think, make make your personality come across.
Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. If you liked it, click like and share your comments under this video. And also, if you're still not on my list, please subscribe so you can get timely updates of my blog in your email. Have a wonderful day and conquer the distance.